Together, brought to you by Marix Media and Mindspeak.
Hi, I'm Kamal Chadda.
And I'm Dr. Dipti Mankad.
Welcome to Anchored Together, a YouTube series that casts an exhilarating spotlight on the vibrant lives of shipping industry professionals and their families.
Excitement and entertainment is what you get here in abundance. Hello everyone and welcome back to another exciting episode on Anchored Together. I'm super excited. We have a wonderful couple with us here today, Captain Amandeep Bhalla and his beautiful wife Payal Bhalla. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dipti.
So you are a seafarer and you've sailed. How did seafaring come to you?
I was first in my family to go at sea, so I would not say it come from the family background. So as usual, doing a 10th and 12th, we look for a better career and given exams and all. So I was fortunate enough to get selected by Volume to go for a pre-sea.
Okay.
The career started in 1996 and it continued till 20 years at sea.
So how has it been your sailing experience?
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I think being a seafarer is something which cannot be better coming anywhere else, So it was a wonderful career, time at sea. I'm fortunate enough to, build up my career out of sea. So no regrets, always wonderful.
Payal, did you know about seafaring before meeting Aman?
Not exactly, Dipti, because we usually know, army people, navy, defense army, defense navy. So I was always fascinating by the uniform guy and a dream man kind of. So when he came to me and he said merchant navy, then he explained to me little bit. So I came to know that time only.
And you were okay to get married to a person from merchant navy after knowing about it?
Yes, I told you I was always fascinating by the uniform and the men in typically regime kind of a fellows.
So it was an arranged marriage or was it a love marriage?
Yeah, it was an arranged marriage.
So who took the proposal?
Well, proposal means our families met. Before we actually met, earlier 2 years the families met in one of the common gathering.
Okay.
So where my mom and brother saw her and her family. I was not there, I was sailing at that time.
Okay.
So the talks started prematurely but didn't went through. And then, as you know, when the stars have to meet, things happen. So after 2 years after that union, again we met. And that is how a formal talk of knowing each other started.
Okay.
And we met at their house. And as I said, it was an arranged marriage.
Yeah.
So we spoke and we realized that this is going to be a union.
Okay. So Payal, first meeting याद है with Aman?
Yes.
कैसे? I mean, आपको time because arranged marriage था तो did they give you time alone कि बैठो आप एक दूसरे से बात कर लो?
I think it was December 2004, winters in Delhi.
Yeah, 16 December, I still remember.
Okay.
Because ours is like arranged marriage and that too like, chat mangni pachhadi, bilkul like that. And my mother-in-law was so like कि 15 दिन में ही शादी कर दो. तो my mama said नहीं, at least we need 1 month.
हाँ.
क्योंकि she has to prepare, all that wedding का and all. But तब तक पता चल गया था कि लड़के को वापस जाना है.
अच्छा.
शिप पे so फटाफट शादी का scene बनाओ and all that.
But our parents gave her time to, to know each other.
Yeah.
So we formally went out a day or two to know each other before actually we both said that yes, we are the one.
तो Payal, what made you sure कि हाँ ये बंदा सही है?
Yeah, that's see, when I first time saw him and I came from my office, they were already inside my house. My mama was really blushing, she was looking so happy. लाइक कि उनको तो लड़का पूरी तरह से पसंद
पसंद
था तो आई वाज सो हैप्पी कि मेरी मम्मा इतनी खुश है, माय सिस्टर्स, एंड obviously I also like him in a
Okay.
first sight, I can say.
Okay.
A handsome hunk in a red pullover, blue denims.
अच्छा, अरे वाह,
I love it.
थोड़ा शाहरुख खान स्टाइल है.
Yeah. He was wearing a beautiful. I noticed everything.
That I
watch,
know.
watch to his shoes, everything, and he was
So
looking
well polished.
Well polished. He was looking dynamic. That day, handsome, hung, tall. I always my dream man was always
Tall. Okay.
So that was a plus point. So immediately I said, yes, mama.
Right. And Amandeep, what about you? What made you say yes to her, or what made you feel that she's the right person for you?
Okay. Well, when we met, of course, the first, before knowing her, the nature and all, always her appearance, she was beautiful, and she is.
Yes, absolutely.
So that struck at the first moment. And then we were knowing each other family, so I was knowing her journey also. She had been put on responsibilities at a young age, so that struck me bit better, that how she has supported her family on her own. So her confidence level, the way she presented at that moment. When we spoke, as I said, we met formally for 2 times before telling yes to each other. So the way she spoke, her views about the life, about the family. So I realized, even being a normal modern girl, she's connected with family, have that
Yes.
virtues,
Yes.
and which any boy will look.
Absolutely.
So these all qualities of her, appraised me, appealed me, and as we said, the second outing, and we agreed to each other.
So he just mentioned that you had taken up responsibility early in your life. So you were working before you got married?
I was working good 8 to 10 years. I was working as a PRO with a very reputed firm. I was connected to retail,
Okay.
clothing, and I was purchase officer for
Wow.
a very big brand.
Okay.
So that is why maybe I am into up to date.
Yes,
Dress up
particular about
nicely,
things.
particular about things, and little perfectionist about the things. Come to on my hands. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's lovely.
that's
And then you all got married.
yes.
So now you've married for how many years now?
It's 19 years now, running 19.
Okay.
We married in 2005.
Okay.
Going to be 20 years next January.
Wow. Okay. And Payal, what about your family, children? Tell us something about that.
Yes, we blessed with 2 beautiful children. My daughter, elder daughter, she's 17 now, a beautiful young lady growing in a house. And my son, Simmer, younger son, Simmer is 9 years old.
Okay.
So we love them,
Huh.
and he is very naughty. My son is very naughty like me.
2 kids and taken the qualities of both the
Both
parents.
the parents, yeah?
yeah.
So as she said, daughter is on me,
Yeah.
more
Very-
docile, quiet, thoughtative, and son is on her, chirpy, always mischievous, full of going out, shopping, this and that, eating.
Shopping, yes. I can. When I see Payal, always
No,
see,
being
she's
a boy also, he loves to go with mama out for shopping. And
Yeah. He's the first one now, even before Aman comment anything like how I'm looking, Mama, no, this not looking good. नहीं, Mama, you can do it little more better. And वो पूरा advice करता है, नहीं
हाँ,
ऐसे नहीं ऐसे. I love that way
that's
because
so
he's so
sweet.
busy right now.
Yes.
So he has taken little bit of that charm. मैंने उसको बोलती हूँ, मैं कहता Simmer, your wife will be very happy.
Happy.
even he is trained by me only, so that's easy cover of myself, when I'm in my absence.
So Payal, did you get a chance to sail with him?
Yes, I sailed a lot with him, and I love sailing.
You enjoyed it?
I really had great time. I love nature and the experiences on board sailing with him. Lovely.
Yeah.
Like
Any memorable voyage with him which you really cherished and which you really remember even today?
I have seen half of the world with him. I been to New Zealand, that is Denmark.
No, New Zealand.
New
only.
Zealand.
Huh.
Dunedin.
Dunedin.
Yeah.
Dunedin. That was a beautiful place, heaven on earth.
Okay.
And luckily, I've been to so many times to US. I love the place. yeah, US also.
So it was a good experience for you.
Oh, very
He
good.
loves
experience.
sailing with me on board a ship, alone also, and then with our daughter also.
Lovely.
She's been there, very enthusiastic to be on board. With me on the watches, on the bridge.
Yeah, but now the time, that brings me to the next question. Earlier times, you could take your spouse when you're on watch and all, but
No,
now,
with the permission from master,
Yes.
at
Ah.
sea, at open sea, you usually stand in a corner, look
But-
around.
Ah.
Yeah, I understand now there are restrictions because of
Yes.
the regulations, but even that time it was all just for the sake of being a supernumerary on board, standing
True.
on the bridge. But I must say that the masters and all have been very cooperative. So, and she has never been a hindrance to the navigation.
I used to read the books and I used to tell him, Aman, look like this much ripple. Water force must be this. Maybe storm coming. See, ripples are increasing. Force 11, this and that. I used to read the books and sailing books. So everybody says, sir, one more ABs getting ready.
How nice. So, Amandeep, tell me, you've sailed for so many years. Can you tell me 3 things which you feel are better today as compared to earlier sailing time?
Well, sailing time, I think the shipping has evolved in last decade a lot, and especially now post-COVID, the things have changed a lot now. So, if you say 3 things, I would say the first one striking is the connectivity of a seafarers to the shore, which is improved now. Overall well-being of a seafarers have been increasing day by day, and it is increasing, is getting improved at a lot. People are more about overall well-being of a people sailing on board, whether it is through the internet on board or through entertainment channels. This is a striking feature, I would say. The second thing I can recall now, we see recently the inclusion of gender equality
Yes.
at sea, at shipping. More and more female seafarers are coming at sea. India is also picking up now, so this is a striking change to the shipping. I think the whole over world, the industry has realized that the females can do equally good at sea. It is increasing day by day. And third, if you ask me, well, it is not entirely a positive thing, but regulations have increased quite a lot these days, or all over the shipping fractions,
Yeah.
which is making a little bit toll on the seafarer at
True.
sea.
I think it's become more stressful for them
More
because
stressful
of
for
the
them.
documentation
So,
work.
yeah,
and all.
yeah, and also the technology has improved, many folds. So the ships now in the ports are doing turnaround very fast.
True.
So where the earlier times, 15, 20 years back, even in our time, we used to have 2-3 days in port or 4 days in
Shore
port.
leaves and
Shore
all.
leaves,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Now
not
a
there.
tanker
it's
going
not
in
there.
there, 32-hour, 36-hour turnaround.
turnaround.
Containers are 18 hours going out.
Yeah.
So even the seafarers have a duty in port. They cannot go ashore to enjoy this, shore leave and all.
Yes.
So as I said, this is a bit stressful. That is why companies are looking to have a better well-being if this facility is being lacking.
Yeah.
So this is another feature why this shipping which is changing.
Sure.
But I think seafarers, as we have always cope up with the requirements. I
They're
think the
adaptable. I think they're
seafarers
very
are
adaptable. They know how to mold themselves
Exactly,
and
exactly.
come out. So Payal, we've known you now and we've seen you in so many conferences and all, and you're always so well groomed. You pay special attention to the way you look, the way you dress, and wherever you go. So how did this grooming thing come to you, and how important you think it is for women to keep themselves looked after and groom themselves?
Well, I think it's not only women looking good in the terms of vanity or in clothing. It's the women who wear nicely, build up their confidence, carry their confidence, their expression very nicely. And secondly, you know, the what I feel is every woman should, like the way we have been into our rituals and household things and all, whether working or whether at house, like women need to be, you know, concentrate on themselves as well, like their hobbies, their bucket list, their exercising routines, because this is how we can inspire our children, the people around us.
True.
So I feel it is important to carry your best way, to be good expressions and confidence.
And I think it's somewhere, it's also a projection of what we feel about ourselves,
Yes.
you know. So it's not always dressing up for the others. I think
Yes.
it's also about having confidence in carrying yourself, and
That's right.
it's a feel good factor, I think,
Yes,
you know.
that's fe-
So, Amandeep, tell me something. How do you make a moment special for her? What do you do to make her feel special? Do you do anything?
You said moments or moments?
Moments or
Moments.
moments? What do you do to make her feel special?
Well, she is very
Red
special
backs
for me.
with green color.
So
Green
I
color का
try
पाउच
to
पड़ा
take
है।
each opportunity to make a special moment for her, especially on her birthdays or on her anniversary. I'm quite occupied these days with my profession, but then whenever we try to go out for a outing, for a for a vacation, we try to connect more with each other. One thing is to make memorable, as I said, she's very fond of shopping, so jewelry. So I
So now
try
we
to
know what
cover
makes her
up.
happy.
So I try to cover up that way, during
Yeah.
sailing time. Yes, we used to go out. I used to purchase. Now in the shore job, when going around a business trip, try to buy something for her of her choice. So and I know
now
this will make her
he
happy.
can do that. He's already trained shopper, you know.
Train shopper.
Train shopper. चाहे US जाना है, चाहे दुबई जाना है.
I think in 20 years, if somebody
Yes.
cannot be trained, then he should not be.
So, Payal, what's the best gift he's given you so far? Which you feel is the best?
Best is my children, first
okay.
of all, and second best gift.
Very difficult for
Very
her to
difficult
count-
to choose
to count,
because
Too much, huh?
This
Does she also buy gifts for you or no?
Oh yes.
Yes.
She does.
All
My-
shopping of his, all.
Okay, you only
My
do it.
grooming is on her.
He's
so
very-
I'm
Your
He's
grooming
bad.
is on her, huh? So
Yeah,
she
so-
tells you what to wear?
Yes. I'm very bad to choose the
See?
clothes for me.
Okay.
And this is right from the time we got married. Even before my marriage, I was very bad to select things for me.
Okay.
But then I'm lucky
So,
that I
so
found
now
that girl.
now we know that how do you look so
Yeah, whatever
so
I'm
everything
the
she
choice
chooses.
of clothes is always her.
Okay.
Even on the business trips is her choice.
All
Wear
right.
this on this day, with whom you're meeting this.
I like to do that way, and he acknowledged it. Ki हाँ, I'll choice will help me.
Okay.
So all his wardrobe, I'm going to buy. He doesn't like shopping for himself.
Oh, okay.
He allow us, all three of us,
To go and shop and
go
buy
shop.
stuff for him.
For him, he's very reluctant कि क्या लेना है नहीं लेना है, and I am the one who will fix up the t-shirts, formal, informal, shirts like that.
Okay.
So I'll do.
I think that I can do.
Yeah. So Amandeep, now currently I think you've taken up a show job now.
Yes, I am ashore now from last 9 years.
Okay.
2015 I came ashore.
All right. So what is your current profile like? What are you doing currently?
I am currently a marine head for Demico Ishima
Okay.
in Mumbai.
All right.
It's a Demico group, Rome, Italy. I am with the company from last 8 years now. From last 4 years, I'm heading the marine department in India, and we are handling tankers and bulk carrier out of Mumbai office
Okay.
for HSCQ and wedding insurance.
Do you miss sailing?
I used to miss sailing when I came ashore, but fortunately my role at that time we were required to go back at sea to sail with the vessel for inspections. But now from last 2-3 years I'm not sailing much.
Okay.
So I do miss the sailing.
You do
I
miss
do
sailing, yeah?
miss going at sea, at ocean.
Yeah, because I think I've always had sailors, for some reason they take up shore job, but then at heart they're always
They
sailors.
always
Exactly,
sailor.
And they
exactly.
dream of the ocean and they dream of the sea.
5-6 months if I'm not touching the ship, I feel restless. So
Even we can
going
feel,
for 2 days
even
on
we at home we can feel the restlessness.
Yeah?
So I think any ship who's coming to, whether in JNPA port or anywhere, please go and visit. Take us also with you.
So, any incident from your sailing time which has left a very deep impact on you?
Well, it's a difficult one. 20 years at sea, there have been many, many instances, but not the bad ones, but memorable ones. Not exactly because of sea, but I think one incident or one event in my life which I can relate is I could not come back in time during my daughter's birth,
Okay.
So that has put a lot of impact on my life and our life,
Because I was
So
4
it
months
was our
old.
first child and we were
First child,
preparing
yeah.
for it.
So, you were not there for
No,
the
no,
birth
no,
of your child?
No, no. So everything was planned, but as you know, that sailors when go at sea,
Yeah.
sign off is always or sign on is not in our hand.
But you'll be surprised. We had an earlier interview as well, and Deepshika and her husband were there, and
Yeah.
he also missed the birth of his child when he was out
But
at
he
sea.
did such a wonderful thing when he was at Jamnagar. I don't know. I didn't remember much. But he took one maternity book, very beautiful book, and he couriered it from me to me from there.
So as I said, we were
He
planning
was
for
on
our
shore
first
lift.
child, even when I was sailing at that time. So used to send her some information, how
True.
to take care.
Yeah.
And it was all planned, but then on the last moment, of course, she got her time little earlier. Daughter born, I think, 3.5 weeks earlier to
Yeah.
her time. So my
He
side,
came after
everything was
5
planned,
days she
but
was
then
born.
God has different plans. So that event has put a lot of impact on us,
Okay.
and then we realized that you can't plan each and everything. It has to go
Absolutely.
the way it is.
Yeah, so for seafaring, we always say there's a time of going, but there's no time of coming back. You're
Yeah.
never
That
sure
one
as to when you'll
event
come back.
happened during my sailing time, and
Okay.
then if I recall another one uh, is basically during those time when Gulf of Aden was impacted by the
Piracy.
piracy and
Ah.
all. So we were not fortunate enough, that we had met with our vessel met with a incident piracy attack.
Okay.
But we were fortunate enough to avoid the boarding of the
Boarding.
pirates.
Okay.
We had a guards on board. The ordeal went for 2.5 hours. When the pirates were there, 12 to 13 skiff came,
Oh,
and it was a loaded tanker. So we went
managed
through.
through.
We managed through 2.5 hours. We were just all praying neither the guards nor the pirate should fire the ammunition.
Yes, absolutely. It's a tanker.
Yeah, because they were just waiting. So the guards were just waiting. If pirates will shoot one bullet, they are going to go full flow.
So, Payal, were you ever anxious when you knew that these
Yeah,
kind
I
of things happen, and how did
No,
you deal
I
with it?
concealed from her this episode
Yeah, you did?
for 2 months. She
Oh.
was boarding the next port. I told my crew not to say,
Uh-huh.
but as usual, during one of the party, one of the crew member told her, and she was
I
really
was
zapped.
really
Why you didn't
anxious.
brought to my
Yeah.
notice? I would have
Even
come.
even when storm came now on board and I was experiencing any storm, that time also I got very anxious.
Anxious, yeah.
Because I was really very protective towards him, so I feel very scared after hearing all this.
incident.
So I was always once I think I mentioned to his director also that more better ways to sail for sailors,
Yeah.
so for going on ship, more good policies for them. Like back home, families feel
True.
so much insecure while they were sailing on such a Gulf of Aden routes and all those routes. When
No, but I sailed with a very, very good companies.
Yeah.
We had
Yeah.
a very good policies for passing through Gulf of Aden. We always used to have a guards on board.
But
Yeah.
in fact, that time it was only Gulf of Eden. But today, when we have seen, it's all
Yeah,
across
it's
now.
all
It's all across.
Yeah.
There's nothing
South
safe
China
anymore.
Sea,
I mean,
West Africa,
yeah,
it's all there.
it's not safe anymore. Great. So now we're going to move into some quick question. Okay, rapid fire rounds. Let's see. Let's
this
see.
is surprise.
Yeah. So let's see how much you know each other and what you think of each other as well. Okay. So let's start. Yeah. So who's the more emotional one out of you two? Whom do you think is more emotional, you or you?
Who will answer this?
No, both have to answer.
Both
Whom do you
have to
think?
answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think emotional wise, I am more emotional than her.
I think there we will having a disagreement. How come you?
So you think you're more emotional?
Yes, of course I am. See, I get emotional. I didn't get any piece of jewelry which I like.
So these are the emotions.
See, our emotions are attached with the jewelry piece.
If she's that way, maybe yes, she's
Yeah?
more emotional.
Okay. So who is more forgetful?
Oh,
Who forgets
this
things?
I am. I have
Yeah,
to
that
admit.
I agree.
Yeah?
There is no second opinion. I'm most forgettable.
Yes?
I'm very bad to leave the things around.
This I agree.
She always remind me when I'm traveling, in the airport. Before the boarding gate, have you picked up this and this? Because twice or thrice I
So
left in
twice
the
and thrice I
security.
used
the
to
thing,
check this, and after that, and in one more incident, Dipti, if we are narrating anything like bitching, somebody's bitching going on, and I say Fulane ka naam and all that, and who, when, well, you so many questions. रहने दो मैंने क्यों बताया छोड़ो.
Oh, I like to filter out the things because I find
He
that.
didn't remember the name of the fellow. He didn't remember the face. Nothing. तो अभी मैं क्या story narrate करोगे तो रहने दो.
So you're a wrong person to come to gossip with. Huh?
Yes.
No, I'm not that kind
You're
of
not
person.
that.
He's not.
I'm really bad at
Yeah?
remembering the things,
Acha, who's party ki shaan when you're out at parties?
Party Kishan, of course, her. I always follow her.
Is it?
I think so.
I think there is no second thought about it.
नहीं, but party की शान with you.
Yeah, with me, of course. I'll not give that legacy to anybody else. Of course, when both of us are together.
Okay, who's more lazy at home?
Lazy again, I have to take the blame.
You?
I'm lazy.
You're lazy.
Not much lazy, but I can say little bit lazy when we want to go around. We go for a.
Say for weekdays we are all occupied
Since
from our
he is
job,
at
and if it is
show-
Saturday, Sunday, if she wants me to spend whole day somewhere, then I'm lazy.
Okay.
So I need my
Kids
time
also
to
feel that
relax.
as
little bit,
he's
you know.
in now short job, he get very less time and he want to relax. Stress is
Yeah,
too
too
much.
much.
They have to look after.
That part lazy.
So then who makes most of the plans? If it's a vacation plan, outing plan, who
I
does
am
all the
one.
planning?
Nowadays, my daughter also. She
Okay.
is the one who is taking the lead.
Yeah.
I think
Young
the
lady.
kids have grown up, so
Yes.
daughter makes a plan.
Huh.
She foresee the things 5-6 months ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
So, but then she makes with planning with her.
Okay.
So we
And-
did recently a trip to Malaysia and Bali.
Okay.
So it was initiated by daughter.
Okay.
They planned it and I just did the booking. So
And nowadays kids are very fond of BTS, Korean.
Yeah.
She always watch this Korean episodes
Yeah.
and all. So now she's behind Papa.
She wants to
Take
go
me
to Korea?
Korea. But Japan, Korea. So we've been to Japan also, but she
Yeah.
was very young.
Huh.
But now she's looking forward to Korea jana hai
So the
मेरे
planning is now with our kids. So
Ah.
they do it.
They do it. All right. Who's a better driver?
At that time, I will not hand over the car to her. Especially in Mumbai, I will not.
को. Mumbai, I feel little reluctant
At
to
our
drive.
home.
There is
No space to drive?
Even she is afraid to drive a car in Mumbai. So
No, but I drive. But I drive very
Better
fast.
driver I am.
Once my son really complained him, Papa, Mama drives so fast. she parked the car like boom. And since then, he will
No,
name
we are
Mama
from
Papa ke साथ
actually we are from Ludhiana, so there we have a bigger roads, less
Yeah,
traffic.
yeah.
So
In
she
Delhi
can manage
also,
very
I'll
well over
feel
there.
very comfortable to drive.
But the time we came in Mumbai, the amount of traffic and all, it's difficult.
Of
difficult
course,
to
Mumbai
manage.
traffic. But if you can drive a car in Mumbai, you can drive it in
Anywhere else.
anywhere in the
Yeah.
world. So whose kid's favorite? You or you?
I can say Mehar is Papa's side
Okay.
and Simar is on my side.
My side. So one each, huh?
So nature is always true. So girls are favorite for fathers and the son for.
No, but the kids are very clever. They know to whom they go for what they wanted.
But who's a strict parent? Are you all a strict? I mean, are you all strict parents or no?
Strict in the sense, if you say about the curriculum,
Discipline, we follow discipline.
probably
at home.
I
we
would
both
try
believe in that.
to do that. Both take some leeway from her. So that way, I think both are, complementing each other. So.
All right. And who's more demanding?
I think I am more demanding.
No,
Yes.
you don't think you are.
Because what I believe is, we should live each and every moment. As I've gone through my
Dipti,
lot of.
she's a perfectionist
Okay.
from her sun sign also.
Okay.
So probably the demanding thing comes from her nature. So she always liked to be very perfectionist. Whether it is clothing or going out or even in the conferences. So I think that way her nature is
Is
there.
that she is?
So the
And I
demand-
express also, if I get less attention, I got something is lacking here and there, I like to communicate it.
Okay.
Better to communicate it, let
Yeah.
the other
Person
person
know.
know, whether it is your child, whether it is your husband, anyone.
So when you all fight,
your
who
limits-
says sorry first then?
there is no other answer for it.
The husbands always want
sorry
to take
always
that. It's
come
not
from
like that.
sorry always come from the
Yeah.
husbands only. How long I can make her unhappy,
No, but where I want to say sorry, I didn't feel like having second thought not
Yeah.
But
to
her
say.
question is first. Who says
Okay,
first?
but
First.
I also said so many times as first.
Okay. All right. Okay. And who is more likely to reach late for an event?
I will allow her to answer this.
Who
Otherwise-
reaches late for an event usually? Who takes more time to get ready and to reach?
That's why I wanted to elaborate the question.
No, but we never get late. As
Okay.
usually we are on time everywhere because I know if I want to take time on my, makeup or anything, dress up. So I start up early. So I don't think so.
So if get late, so you
If
know
we-
the answer.
Okay. Lovely. Lovely.
Okay. Right.
Okay. So as we're coming to the end of the show, last two questions. First with you, Amandeep. We have a lot of youngsters who are now venturing into seafaring, right? So what message would you like to give to the current generation about seafaring? Because many times people feel that you should not take it up, and it's not a good career choice, or why don't you do something else? But having said that, I feel it's a wonderful career option. So what would you like to say to the youngsters who want to venture into seafaring?
It's a very good question. It's a very good question and a valid because we all are facing these days less younger generation turning to the sea, because of many options available right now. So I would like to, give suggestion to the youngsters who are trying to opt seafaring career that there are lots and lots of things to learn at sea, and the old school of learning the things practically at sea holds very well till today. You can do 3 years at college, learn theoretically everything, but unless and until you don't put those things practically on board a ship, you don't experience it, you don't learn out of it, you will never become a good officer. So first thing is, when you go to the sea after the college, after the pre-sea, make sure that each and every task you do physically on board or witness on board is being learned to the core, and that knowledge nobody can give you when you are not at sea.
Absolutely.
It is always through our mentors, whether the officers on board or master chief engineers, who can tell you the tricks of trade, and how to do that job practically to the perfectionist. So that is something. So learning at sea is a very important aspect these days. So don't think that you have done 3 years of BSc Nautical Sciences or engineering at college and then you know everything. It is not true because practically the things hold a lot of values which will go a long way. So the one part is this, and then the second thing is sea career is quite demanding. It is not a simple career where you are doing some job 9 to 5 and then come back at your home, or it is a demanding job. It is a career where you are all together at sea for 6 to 9 months, sometime a year. So you have to be mentally prepared to give that much that much output to a company who has chosen you to come on their ships, and be patient. That this career requires a lot of patience.
Yeah.
Because if it is a very restless outing at sea and you want the results very fast, then this career is not good, So here you require patience, gain knowledge at sea, become more good officers, learn on board, do timely your exams when you come at shore, and try to grow up the ranks fast but with a lot of knowledge. And then believe me, this is one of the best career anyone can have it, because the monetary part, the sea career pays you a lot, very handsome salaries. You go around and see the world, and side by side you learn the job also.
Jobs, yeah.
So it's a fantastic career too.
Yeah, so like Aman said, it is a good career, but it comes with a lot of patience here. That is something which the youngsters lack today at times, but I think that is what it is. And it is a rewarding career, and it is an option which is open, and that's why now it's opened up to so many girls as well who are coming into it. Last question to you, Payal, and like he said, you are married to a seafarer. So there are a lot of young girls who will be watching this also. So tell me, what is an advantage of marrying a seafarer?
See, first advantage is that they are very caring. They are hard workers. At sea they work a lot. They are truly gentlemen, I can say.
Okay.
I love being married to a seafarer, and I even won't hesitate. If my daughter will marry to a seafarer, or she herself has taken her profession in this shipping industry. So they are very caring. They are monetarily also very good. So
they buy a lot of gifts for you.
But they are truly gentlemen, I can say. Disciplined, nice, everywhere. Like you can go confidently with them, and you can make a respectful life with them.
Yeah.
And I can say, if we get a partners like what we are, Payal, and we should consider ourselves fortunate, because our career at sea, whether it will flourish or whether it is a short time, will all dependent upon our spouses.
Absolutely.
Without whose support, we can't do our best at sea. If our families are at peace, they are being care by our spouse.
Yes.
Then we can do much more better. So I would say, a person's excelling at sea or even in shore job, the role of a spouse, the better halves are quite a lot.
Yeah.
It's a big job for them.
And I also don't feel hesitate, if he's sailing and I have to do some jobs, whether paying bills here and there, anything.
But I think seafarers' wives are very independent.
Very independent.
They are very
when
independent.
we move in the society, everybody knows this, the kind of confidence she's carrying,
Yes.
because she's a shipping.
I think
Absolutely.
that responsibilities come on them by their own, and as we grow in the relations, it is always there. I'm very happy that when we built our house at our native place, I think the 70% of the house is built alone by her, because I was
Fantastic.
sailing, I was earning that money to build that
Build a
house,
house.
and she was moving around, running around like a man,
Yeah.
and going around with the contractors and all. So this responsibility can only come to a seafarer's spouses,
Yes, absolutely. So thank you so much, viewers, for watching. And like he said, marrying a seafarer, of course, there are benefits, but I think the relationship which you share, and a lot has to do with the wife who's back home, taking care of the family, so that the seafarer is at peace when he's working out at sea. So thank you so much, Aman, and thank you so much, Payal, for joining us for this episode. It was lovely talking to both of you. And from the team of Anchor Together, a special token of appreciation, the Anchor Together mugs for y'all, which you can take with y'all, of course. And all the viewers, thank you for watching. See you next week, Friday, with another episode of Anchor Together. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Dipti.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Has she sailed with you?
Yeah.
She has?
She has.
So you enjoyed sailing?
Oh yes,
You did?
I enjoyed. वो काम नहीं करना जो हमारा. So absolutely, all I had to do was wash my clothes.
Okay.
And then of course when the kids came, we also sailed. Once they completed 1 year, we were allowed to take your children. So when I was sailing by myself, so I was cooking in the galley. I was learning desserts from the chief cook, and then he says, "अच्छा आप थोड़ा सा सब्जी वब्जी भी बना सकते हो?" I said, "हाँ बना सकते हैं." So I was like making Indian khana and all, because he used to make more quantity.
He's from
food.
Goa.
So he used to make more. One day he's like, "ये क्या है सब्जी?" So he's saying shalgam. I said shalgam. So इतनी गंदी भी बनती है shalgam.